Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning in this week to Mary's Poetry Show. Thanks so much for tuning in this week or clicking the button, clicking the button to watch the show with us today. In case you haven't watched my other episodes, Mary's Poetry Show is about a place, a safe place to express your feelings about poetry, about life, about love, about art and words, and just the beauty of poetry and everything around us, even the most unexpected places. And this is a safe place for poetic expression and personal identity development and finding things in the world that make us happy. Alright, so I'll just give you a little tour of my underground poetry store, or workshop, I guess would be a better word. Let me just drink some of my tea. It's Irish breakfast tea. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. So now I'll just give you a little tour around my poetry workshop. Let me first tell you, these are a few of my favorite poets that I've put up around our little studio. This is Megan Boyle, Anne Lamont, Lori Moore, Michelle Obama, just people that really inspire me on a day-to-day basis. So over here are some of the books I hope that we'll be getting to today. I don't know how much time we have because we haven't got a big program for today, but I hope to get to at least one of these poems, and they're pretty good, so get ready for it. And these are my tiki lights. I think they're really pretty, and I think they add something really, some aesthetic quality to in this space. Do you think? Let me just fix this one. These are my stuffed animals. And that's a Buddha. This one's, let's just get you going good.
800 years have I trained Jedi.
Yeah, so he's cool. Well, now it's time for some poetic pauses. Poetic pauses. So our poetic pauses is something that we do every episode where I basically just tell you what the deal is, the dealio, rather. Today's episode is a very, very, very special episode because today I brought along many of my dearest and nearest friends to talk about, yes, you guessed it, poetry, and how they feel about poetry, how much they love poetry, what they see it in their day-to-day life, how it makes them feel happy or sad, just what they really feel about poetry. So I invited a few of them to come into our studio workshop today. So I guess we're going to find out their thoughts and feelings. I'm really excited about it. Well, you guys know, frequent fans know that I don't usually allow other people in our little poetic sanctuary. So this is a very big moment in the history of Mary's Poetry Show. It is huge, huge moment. So I would really appreciate it if you all really sit back and listen to my friends' wonderful thoughts and opinions, because I love them and you'll love them too. I'm pretty sure. Now it's time for our first guest. #guest1. Hello. Okay, so it works. Cole, tell us in just a few words how you feel about poetry.
I don't really read.
So how often would you say that you read on a day-to-day basis?
I'd say little to none.
These are some of my favorite writers.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just show you. That's Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
And I picked her because she has really amazing arms. So what kind of sandwich are you eating?
It has tomato in it and pesto.
That's just like poetry. All the ingredients coming together to make a piece of beauty. A sandwich. Okay, so you don't read very much, but
No.
do you still find that your life has beauty in it?
Lots of the time, yeah. Like, just recently, actually.
Oh, please tell us.
Yeah, like, just recently, I was thinking about how beautiful life can be when I was sitting on the commode, and after I got up, after taking a big...
So our first guest, Cole Messersmith, was asked to leave, the studio workshop because he wasn't adding anything productive, I think, to our conversation. It was a little bit inappropriate. Guest 2. This is CJ Ballesteros. Ballesteros? Or is it Ballesteros?
Wait, don't use my real name.
What? Okay, so CJ, how do you feel about poetry? You can hold the mic.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Thank you. So, CJ, how do you feel about poetry? How does poetry, let me restart. Where do you see poetry in your day-to-day life?
Should I, like, whisper? Do you want me to whisper?
No.
Poetry. I like it. It's good. I like...
What's good about it?
Oh, I mean, like, I like those sad poets. You know what I mean?
What's sad poets?
Like, I like Bukowski. Bukowski's cool.
I don't know if you see my poets that I have up here, and also Michelle Obama, but
Yeah.
Michelle Obama's a kind of poet, don't you? Do you agree with that?
I mean... Yeah.
Anyway, so how do you feel? Do you feel that poetry, do you think poetry is appreciated enough in our day-to-day culture?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think a lot of people just kind of, they make fun of poets a lot. Probably too much. I don't know. I don't
That's
necessarily.
very true.
You know. I think they're mocked too often.
So true.
Although some of them have it coming. You know.
Yeah. Totally. So I don't really know what he means by that. I don't think that poets are asking for it. I just want to be clear. I don't know what that means. Poets are definitely not asking for it. Hashtag not asking for it. Thank you. Okay. Guest 3. Whew. Okay, and for our next guest, I have Miss Lauren Lantry. Welcome, Lantry, to our world. Thank you so much for coming. How are you today? This is kind of terrifying. Okay. Do I hold it or do you hold it? You can do whatever you want. I'll hold it. Just follow your fear, as Oprah says. So how do you feel about poetry? I'm not so much a fan. Explain. It's difficult to write, and I'm not that great at it. Okay. When do you first remember not liking poetry? Like first grade. First grade. Oh wow. That's wow. Do you think that there is merit in finding poetry in unexpected places? Like the beauty in the world. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Do you have a favorite writer or poet? I like Shel Silverstein. He wrote one about these people, and then they had weird heads, so they wore masks, and they were always searching for this other person with a weird head, and then best guest we had on today. I'm so sorry about the other two guests. I don't know what happened with them, but touching moment alert. I guess I just want to take a moment to talk about the guests we had on today. I know that they weren't all the best. I'm a little disappointed about that, I guess. But, you know, I think poetry is something that not everyone understands and isn't for everyone and can't be a universal thing, I guess. I always thought that it was, but I guess it isn't necessarily something everyone enjoys. But, you know, I think everyone should enjoy it nevertheless. Maybe I shouldn't have asked them to come to our workshop today. I didn't think that it would be, you know, I try to invite people here a lot sometimes and they don't really want to. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, that's all. And it's time for Mopo. Hashtag Mopo. So this is the time that we usually do our Mopo moment. I don't know if I really feel up for it, but since it's tradition and something we do every episode, I think it's only best that we do so. We can start with or end with rather, I think my favorite book of poems, which is I Will Never Be Beautiful Enough to Make Us Beautiful Together by Myra Gonzalez. So we can just read one poem, just one for today. I know today wasn't necessarily a lot of poetry, but I think we learned a lot today. I'm just gonna read this one because I feel that this is a moment that we should really ponder just our place in the world today, because the world is such a hectic place, you know. I find that it's hard to find safety in things and people. Sometimes books are better. I don't know, I guess that's how I feel sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna go. This poem is, today my alarm went off at 12:30 p.m. I stayed in bed for over an hour. I looked at things on my phone. I felt slightly anxious about nothing in particular. I walked downstairs and poured coffee into a jar. I asked a person on the internet if I should take drugs. I took drugs before the person had time to respond. I feel alienated by people who express concern about me without defining their concern in terms of specific solution or goal. I feel comforted by the idea of an afterlife. I don't want to continue experiencing things after I die. I wanted someone to pull my hair because I like the idea of someone controlling my head without touching my head. What is the difference between being an independent person and being a person who is accepting of loneliness?
Under the bed. Darling, it's better down where you never think of instead. Up on your desk, you work all day. Go under Mary's bed and stay. Full time devoted poetry reading under the bed.